time for a little metaphorical and literal decluttering of your home, Cancer. We've got an eclipse coming up on October 2nd in your house of home, family, roots. So this goes for the physical and this goes for the spiritual. What might you need to weed out? So a Libra solar eclipse, new moon, right? Ideally, fresh start is what usually the new moon represents, and this one does, as all others do. However, this eclipse is also connected to the south node that is currently in Libra, which points to where we've been, old habits, old ground, and what are we done retreading? What are we over and done with when it comes to the way that we, maybe even the way we parent ourselves, the way we care for ourselves? You know, there's the home that you live in, and there's the home of your heart. How do you make a home for yourself inside? Are there rooms that are safe to go into and others that aren't so safe? You want to make your whole self as safe as possible. That's how you can invite more of your power in. Any places that we've had to kind of cut off or partition or turn the lights off and lock that door and throw that version of ourselves in there and just like shh, shh, we cut off a part of our power, a part of our vision, etc., 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 right? We have to give up a lot to give up a part of ourselves. Spirit's going in deep. We just got here. We just got started. Also, hi, Cancer. I'm Madeline, if we haven't met before. So, let's get into your reading. Let's talk about the themes showing up for October, knowing that Spirit is giving you this overarching astrological message of what needs to be released so that you can have that fresh start, that clean slate. You know, Spirit is talking about that great feeling after you finish like doing a marathon deep cleaning of your home, and you can bask in how beautiful and cleanly and easy it is to be in your space. And Spirit is talking about feeling that outside and inside. And, you know, I wouldn't be your friendly neighborhood village witch if I didn't say it is even more potent to do both of those things in tandem. So, you know, you could be listening to a really good, helpful, decluttering, mental and emotional decluttering type audiobook. You know, something like one of my favorite books is The Courage to Be Disliked, which is about more than what it sounds like. I highly recommend it to literally anybody, but especially to anybody who feels a little unmoored or a little cluttered up or a little bit like, well, how even do I go about getting what I want? Okay, so that's coming through for you, Cancer. Let's get into some cards. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, loved ones, guides, protectors, those in the white light that show up for Cancer. Thank you, Spirit, for Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising, and Dominant people. Spirit, we want to know what kind of themes are showing up for Cancer people in the month of October, and how are Cancers themselves showing up? Spirit, what aspect of themselves do you want to highlight? And Spirit, what do they need to know? Anything pertinent from the past as it pertains to the present and the unfolding future, Spirit, what do they need to know as a frame of reference to best move forward in the month of October, Spirit, to step into clarity, fulfillment, internal and external cleanliness, and gorgeous design? Going with this fourth house thing. Spirit, what do they need to know for their highest good? We always want to help Cancer step into authentic joy, ease, fulfillment, love, peace. What do they need to know, Spirit? What's showing up around them? And how are events currently shaping up for Cancer people in the month of October? Those tuning into this reading, Spirit, what do they need to know for their highest good? Okay. Feels like a lot of cards. Let's see what we got. Perfect. Okay. Okay, Cancer. Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising, and Dominant. Fourth house dominant people in the month of October. Yay! Wow. Spirit. Wow. Good Lord, Cancer. I wonder how many of y'all that listen to me all the time get sick of me hearing, like sick of hearing me say that Spirit always follows up with exactly like it, when we get in here and do the first message and then I lay out the cards, it's always a little bit stunning. Okay. Cancer, you know yourself. And you know that you can be quite attached. You can get attached to things, right? You can get attached to people. You can get attached to stuffed animals. You can get attached to memories, to objects, to movies, right? And to a degree, there is nothing wrong with that. To a degree, that is wonderful, right up until it starts hemming you in and keeping you from growing past that place. Okay, let's talk about it. You're coming through as the Page of Wands this month. So, the Page of Wands, curious, bold, adventurous, not worrying about what anybody, the way that, this is what Spirit is very specifically saying it, is not worrying about the way that anybody else is doing it. This is really important. I feel like this has come up for Cancer people a few times because some of you are like leaders and visionaries, and you might be hemming in or putting on, you know, the horse blinders and kind of closing in your vision accidentally. Okay, let's talk. So, Page of Wands, when it comes to October, when in doubt, be curious, be bold, be open. Pages of Wands are, they want to know and they want to go. Both. You know what I mean? And so if you are hearing a calling, if you are feeling the itchy feet of like, I want to wander over there, whether literally or metaphorically, go check it out. Be bold. When in doubt, be bold, be curious. Don't worry about being an expert. Don't worry about doing it the way that anybody else does. You forge your own path. You be a pioneer, okay? And I can't help but notice that, you know, we're having the solar eclipse in your house of home and family and roots. And then you come through as one of like the children, right? One of the youths of the tarot. There is a version of you that wants to be bolder than I feel that you are being right now. And I think you're ready to do that. I think you're ready to face any kind of fears and limitations that are keeping you from being as bold and, you know, boldly going where no human has gone before type stuff. I feel like you're ready. Sitting in the past, death, endings. Spirit just said trapdoor. So I don't know which one of you or how many of you identify with like somebody kind of pressing a button and a trap door dropping out from underneath you. So it's like, well, I didn't get so much to walk through a door and close it behind me as a trap door dropped out from underneath me. But one way or another, a door did open and shut. I feel that some of you are grieving the death of this thing. Like for some of you, this is a death of an idea. It's a death of like, I was hoping that I was going to be able to do it this way, and it turns out that's not going to work. I'm going to have to like let that go. That's kind of what I'm feeling. It's not the tower. It's not like something was struck. It's like, damn, I have to let this go. Damn, like this is slipping through my fingers whether I like it or not. Or this has outlived its usefulness. That's something that Spirit is saying for some of you. I want to jump from death over to your guidance for the month of October. Don't look over your shoulder. There is a difference between reflecting on the past and using what you've reflected upon and learned to move forward, and simply keeping your eyes on the past and continuing to look over your shoulder. If you notice in this version of the Seven of Swords, there is a snake right in front of this person's boot. There's a snake in my boot. There is a snake threatening to get in their boot, okay? And if they keep their eyes on where they've been, because maybe they're afraid that they can't get away with it, or that they've done something wrong and maybe they should go back. Either way, whatever you are looking over your shoulder for and examining the past for, make sure that you don't get bitten. Let it bite you in the present because you're so focused on what's back there. The only reason to reflect on what's back there is, again, to declutter, to weed out, to make it so that your roots can grow deep and healthy. If you need to change up the soil, do that. If you need to transplant yourself to a whole other pot, Death card does often indicate that. It's like, this is truly done, truly dead, truly could not resuscitate it if I tried. You know what I mean? And some of you might want to try, and I would say, okay, I would say do what you want, but if you're asking me, let it go. It is not the only thing for you. And in fact, it seems like there is abundance, an abundance of opportunities and options available for you. So sitting in the present, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card to follow up the death card, Ace of Cups. Resurgence is a word that Spirit is using. They're talking about a dam breaking down. That can also be a version of the death card followed by the Ace of Cups. A dam breaking down. Well, this relationship had to end so that I could pour out, be my whole self. Or we had to have that really difficult conversation and let go of this part of our lives so that I could feel like, okay, finally I get to live again. My heart can open again to something else. I feel that you carry some guilt, and some of you, it might keep you locked down where you are, even though you're having these emotional revelations. Sitting in the future, Four of Pentacles, clarified by the Devil, and ultimately the Eight of Wands. Thank goodness Spirit decided you needed some bonus cards, so we didn't have to leave off there, right? So, Four of Pentacles, not believing that you have enough, not feeling well-resourced enough, and yet you have so much. So there might be a little bit of gratitude practice there, Cancer. I'm not, talking down. There might be a little bit of like, oh damn, do I need to count my blessings? I might be forgetting that there's people in whole ass other countries that are like living in hell right now. And I might be a little upset because I wish I had more money, or that I wish my partner would pay a little more attention to me, or whatever. And I'm not saying those things are not important. I'm saying perspective. I'm saying zoom out, because the Four of Pentacles side by side with the Devil says you might be zoomed in on some things that are making it seem like this is the only way to do it, or like I'm gripped with fear. So like I can't even imagine another way to do it. I can't even imagine imagining. That's what Spirit is saying. So for those of you for whom that resonates, no blame, no fucking shame, no judgment. We don't do that here. What is it doing for you to hold on to being small, or playing small, or staying addicted to this pattern or this substance or this relationship or this dead-end job? How is it serving you? What is it offering you? Because the clearer you get about, well, this is why I do like to do it, even though it's messing me up or it's screwing me up or I want more, as you begin to acknowledge what it is doing for you, you may find that it's easier to see more of the full picture, and just naturally you'll start to notice new and other and better options, of which there are plenty. Eight of Wands, speed, activity, communication, action, throw spaghetti at the wall, see what sticks. I feel some of you need to have your creativity liberated, and it feels like the opportunity is there, especially Page of Wands, as you allow yourself a new beginning, as you allow yourself to, Seven of Swords, let go of a battle, Death card, let go of a battle, let go of, maybe you need to have some conversations so that you can ultimately let these things go. For example, like, hey, I'm feeling really guilty about this, or I'm feeling really resentful about this, and so I need to share this with the person so that we can have the conversation, and whether it goes well or poorly, I can ultimately be like, well, I said what I needed to say so that I can dust off and move on. Climate around and available to you. Six of Swords. Seven of Swords followed immediately by the Six of Swords. Moving on with clarity, with ease, into a better, brighter future. You're stronger than you know, Cancer. Your heart is so powerful, and it will be more powerful when you are kind to yourself. The Strength card is a very fitting antidote for the venom of the Devil. Do not shame or blame yourself. There are reasons why the patterns that you've chosen, they used to serve you. They used to work for you, but you've outgrown them. That's good news. You want more. That's good news. You're ready. What do you need to look back and let go of? You can make it right, you can make amends, you can have a conversation, or if you're not able to do those things, You can resolve within yourself what it is you need to do or say. And you can say, okay, once I do and say that, I can let this go. Okay? Put some good into the world if you feel that you've missed out on some. Okay? And it will come back to you. You have more options than you know, and don't be afraid to seize them. They're heading toward you in October. That's what I hear. So don't have your eyes on the past where you can't receive. Is it the snake or is it the Ace of Cups? Either way, eyes forward. You'll know which one you want to grab. Okay. Thanks for being here, Cancer. I appreciate you. I hope this serves you very well. If you ever want a personal reading, the ways to do that are in the box below. Let me know how this shakes out for you. I'm very curious as a moon in Cancer myself. Much love to you, Cancer. Enjoy the best month of the year. And if I don't see you earlier than that, then I hope I'll see you in your mid-October reading. So bye.